Y'all already know we have you can see, well, some of you guys can see certain type of episodes are streaming now here in the YouTube streets basically. So you see the title, I labeled it The Saga Continues. So I happened to I came across some older videos, you guys. White people not gonna know what's going on, which is good because it's embarrassing, basically, to black plantations. Now, y'all know, I never met Charlamagne. Um, I never met Envy. I never met Angela E. When I say, you guys, individuals poke holes in their own stories because we have seen different type of sporadic interviews to float across the YouTube streets or whatever. This individual so-called said she saw a video float across the YouTube streets or whatever. We don't know if it's true or not, but I don't fuck with Charlamagne like that. You feel me? Like your friend is salty. Y'all know they had that little podcast going on. This is bigger than it's bigger than entertainment. It's bigger than music. It's bigger than the NFL and the NBA. It's bigger than politics or whatever. Look, y'all. See what people don't know. People don't know that people can kind of read between the lines. First and foremost, or whatever. Charlamagne already stated, and then I'm sure the paperwork, we're not going to pull people paperwork. We're going to allow them to tell their truths or whatever, because we know paperwork can get it distorted sometimes or whatever in the midst of things. Charlamagne was not even he was not even 21. He was not even able to purchase alcohol. So that's why he ended up getting hit with delinquency to a minor, is what it's called, girl. Delinquency to a minor. Because he provided alcohol, and this is his statement. He provided alcohol when they had some type of party going on. I believe in the South, in the Carolinas. I'm gonna say it like that because I be getting North and South mixed up or whatever. And individuals who are underage happen to be at the party. However, when it comes to consent, Charlamagne wasn't 21. That's how he ended up getting charged with delinquency to a minor. Basically, he already did his time. Basically, he was placed on 3 to 4 months or 4 to 5 months of probation. This individual speaks about, we're not going to say her name or whatever, and we're not going to shame whatever, because the story is just not, it's not matching up when you hear both parties' side. And mind you, double jeopardy is illegal. First of all, double jeopardy it cannot stick. But she indicated that her mother, basically, she said she moved. No, she fled the Carolinas so that she would not have to take the stand because she was a minor. Mind you, Charlamagne was not old enough to purchase alcohol either. Once again, for the fourth time, that's why he ended up getting charged with delinquency to a minor. Her mother fled. She said moved. We say fled. Her mother fled. Individual A, Exhibit A, her mother fled because she didn't want to take the stand. Because if the mother would have taken the stand, they would have asked her tough questions such as, so did you ever ask for his ID? Da 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 da. Did you give consent? Even if you don't ask for individual's ID, the moment in time, in space that you give consent for your child to go off with someone to go and eat ice cream, or we don't know what the fuck they was doing at this point in time and space. Make it make sense. The moment, even if individuals are 16, 17, 8, well, not 18, 16, 15, and you have sex with someone who's like 2 or 3 years older than you, the moment your parents give consent for you to be around that person does not make it a criminal offense. That's why we don't understand why why these, like, it's 20 years old of accusations, you guys, or whatever. And we're not just saying accusations because everyone who was involved, who played a role and who participated at that time, that moment in space, they all have their own personal role to play, basically. And this is not to dismiss any fucking claims against survivors who have actually been raped or molested or abused. The point is, he was given probation for a few months because he was charged with delinquency of a minor. He indicated that he participated in not drugs, I'm sorry. excuse me, I'm an advocate. He participated in, he provided his blood samples and all type of samples, and he was cleared. So why are we discussing this incident in 2022? It's the Me Too movement for me. And you guys see with Deshaun Watson. And we're not getting him off the hook because he should not have put himself in positions. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Y'all know they be flagging videos and stuff because these hoes don't want to hear the truth. And we're not calling this person a whore, but we can hear individuals that's males cackling in her ear. This is why I say, Mr. LeBron James, sir, no homo. This is why it's bigger than NFL and it's bigger than the NBA or whatever, because the moment the individuals get something or have something or they're on their way, basically, this is when individuals try to come out and be bitter and disgruntled, and they're like, they be doing a bird, they be doing a hand rub. Charlamagne, you guys, you know he ended up getting married. Had he not gotten married and had he kept this individual on his left side, not the right, if he had kept this individual on his left side, would we still be hearing this story that happened over 2 or 3 decades ago? And the answer is no, basically, because as long as individuals can be in the circles, they're going to be all cool beans with that, because then what? It gives them access not only to the radio stations, but it gives them access to other individuals who are in entertainment, basically. Okay? So now that we got that out the way, I don't fuck with Charlamagne, but what I am not going to do as a woman, double jeopardy, whether we like it or not, is the law is the law. But both sides already said he was charged with delinquency to a minor. He provided blood samples, so that's indicating in his own face that he had nothing to hide. If Charlamagne did not get married and did not end up in a relationship with another black woman that was not her, would we still be hearing about these West Side stories? And the answer is absolutely not. I don't have a sound effect machine, you guys. And I can't even get into the shit all the way because I'm still trying to dig up all the videos, basically, because they just can't shut up. My whole thing, because Charlamagne, look, baby, I don't know about you, but just because individuals are not able to pay out their lawsuits financially, that does not mean that you cannot serve a cease and desist and sue them. What do you think is going on the back ends? And it has nothing to do with this, darlings. Have something to do with identity fraud and theft, money, wire fraud and shit like that. Sue them. That'll shut them up. That's why individuals be thinking they can make. No. Negotiation and mediation is over with. Now it's time to negotiate. When it comes to individuals, even when it comes to individuals in these YouTube streets, they think they are, oh, you're going to sue a YouTube? Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, if you spread rumors, gossip, disinformation, total lies, and it cannot be cooperated by evidence on its face without being manipulated or severely aired, of course, absolutely sue them. They'd be like, oh, you're going to garnish the YouTube? Yes, take the checks, take the super check, take everything, darlings or gentlemen. Charlamagne has been giving these individuals a pass. When I say this, she said, check. No, darling, we're not going to check out the documentary for the simple fact he was quote unquote cleared, basically. He was on probation. He was not the individual who purchased the alcohol. Even if he was, then a clerk would be in jail or would have got you served. You feel me? Your mother, this individual's mother, and I use that with loose terms. She moved. She fled the Carolinas because she did not want to participate in the trial if it would have gotten to that point, because then they would have hit her with hard and tough questions. Did you give permission for your daughter to go out to eat hamburgers or ice creams and have some milkshakes with individuals? And mind you, the age gap is not that huge, you guys. If you think about it, we're not making excuses. That's why they had to create laws, because back in the day, you think of how old your grandparents were when they met or married or whatever. And this is not to make any excuses for anything or whatever. My whole point that I'm trying to make during this video is that double jeopardy is will not stick. B, individuals can't shut their mouth or stop the rumors, the disinformation, and the gossip. Cease and desist. You don't cease and desist. Sue them, even if they're not able to pay out a lawsuit, because individuals need to be taught hard lessons. Mind you, lessons are blessings. Then you got the individual that's a male, as I stated, cackling in the ear. Well, da, da, da. How are you? How would you know? So were you there at that moment in time in that exact space? No, you were not. Absolutely not. And it's been so many holes, you guys, in these stories or whatever. And I'm calling absolute bullshit as an advocate. Individuals who are not real survivors. And we're not saying that she didn't survive anything, darling, because we were not there at that time and moment in space in life. However, what we do know is indecency or delinquency with the minor. And that means everyone that was at that party would have truly could have gone down, but he chose to take the charge. You're better than me, sir. Charlemagne chose, and I'm not calling you God because it's divine supreme. He chose to take the charge. She was like, if somebody else or your cousin or whatever did it, why would you try to, or anyone try to destroy a young black man's freaking scholarship? I'm pretty sure it was a scholarship or whatever, because they were having a party, child. She said it was Charlemagne's birthday. We got to get this cleared up. I got to fact check myself. She said it was Charlemagne's birthday. He said a party was because his nephew or some type of cousin was going to he was going to college, basically. He had got not drafted, because happens after college. It can happen in the midst of college or whatever, but generally it happens after college. But he indicated that his they were also celebrating the fact that his cousin or some type of relative was going to be going to college, basically. Let me know what your thoughts down or below in the comments, you guys. And I think I'm going to make surviving. I want to. Should I do surviving Charlemagne? It shows surviving Charlemagne. I don't fuck with Charlemagne like that. I don't fuck with that politics. But this is huge. This is larger than politics, you guys. Make it make sense. And individuals are not. You see how these bogus, and I'm not saying everything is bogus. Me Too movements come out. Oh, we're gonna not know 30 years later, not if you compensated for it or whatever. And so Charlemagne said he learned a lesson. So watch how he moves to make sure that you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to do that now because he's married, but you still watch how you move whenever you're having any type of shenanigans or parties or whatever. And you basically protect yourselves and you protect your assets and protect your best interest, basically. And that's what individuals, LeBron James, that's what they need to know, sir. I told you it was bigger than the NBA. You didn't believe me? I said, this is bigger than the NBA, LeBron. And I'm using LeBron, y'all, because y'all know people know people that know people that know people that know people. Wow. I ain't a Pelicans fan, but people know people that know people know people that know people. My whole thing is, if Charlemagne would have selected that pick, I'm not trying to be cruel, I'm just keeping it real, selected a pick me, or whatever, be like, oh, okay, you from the country, I'm from the country, come on board or whatever. Even though you probably can't be trusted or whatever, if you're around certain type of groups of people who are rich and wealthy and have money, will we still have heard about this story? And I said, absolutely not, darlings. So the proof is in the pudding, but Charlemagne is better than I am, because we believe in suing individuals. Don't we? Okay, that'd be okay now that we got that out the way. People are like, oh, cease and desist and then sue after that if they do not stop the actions. And these shenanigans are going on. I want to beg the question, why are we hearing about this? We don't hear about Charlie Sheen, coke binges and him doing. Why are we hearing about this? Mind you, I don't even fuck with Charlemagne or whatever at all, darlings, especially when they do with the politics or whatever. But then this individual mentioned, well, why else would he have to get killed? First of all, when individuals are serial predators, they're not going to stop at one incident. They're going to continue to be serial predators, darling. Any opportunity that they have to violate a little child or a woman, they will do so. And we haven't heard any more instances. Furthermore, why if she said she went and got a rape kit, did you also get a toxicology? Where's the toxicology report? Because as an attorney, baby, we're not gonna back Where are the toxicology reports? Because individuals already know if individuals are not used to doing certain type of stuff, such as marijuana, and combining that with alcohol, and no telling what else that was at the party. How can we sit up there and just take their testimony like that if the stuff is gonna be severely just like if they're disoriented and the stories are just gonna be so combobulated to where people gonna be like, look, everybody get to the table. We gonna say what it is and what it ain't. Not we, but the people, prosecutors and the public defenders. And if the stories are not aligning and matching up, and if the DNA, if it don't fit, you must acquit. So Charlamagne was charged with with delinquency of a minor or whatever. He was not the one who purchased alcohol because he himself was under the age of 21. So make it make sense, you guys. And this is what we're not here for in the YouTube streets. And individuals do not know that it's people who are advocates for. It's people who are advocates in the YouTube streets. It's individuals who major in well, they major and I ain't gonna say major. People have backgrounds as it pertains to counseling and real assessments and reports and stuff like that or whatever. And that's not to just discount individual stories or their situations or events or whatever. We're just saying that we would say the math isn't math. The math is that Charlamagne would have been extorted. He or any other individual, no matter color and or creed, we wouldn't be hearing about this today. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. See, that's why I be telling celebrities, I don't care who you are. I don't give a fuck what size you are. I don't care if you're skinny, fat, black, white, whatever. When it comes to protecting your interests, and you gotta stop being ashamed and embarrassed of your fetishes and this and this and that. And if you snort coke or don't snort coke, or if you hit a little pot every once in a while, or if you sip in champagne, stop allowing yourselves to fucking be extorted, because it never stops. Because individuals think, all right, a settlement for 1 million, all right, so I'm gonna buy Chanel, Burberry, a little bit of Tiffany's, maybe a Birkin or whatever, maybe rent a yacht or two, maybe rent an Airbnb. And before you know it, that $1 million is gone. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to be in cahoots with other individuals who are male or female, and they're going to be planning the next attack. Stop paying out fucking settlements. And no, I'm not an attorney, but I should have been. Baby, I would have been a celebrity attorney. Baby, look, you're not about to sit up there and ring on my client. You're not about to extort my client. We want all the truth to be put on the table. And your mother fled the Carolinas. We want to know why she fled. We know why all you other hoes flee. We ain't calling her a hoe. We calling other people hoes in the YouTube street. We know why you flee. Because they either A, don't want to testify, or B, they don't want all that shit to come out, because then they're going to have to take personal responsibility and accountability for the actions and or inactions. I need to get my gavel. Your mother fled the Carolinas because if she would have been asked tough questions, she would have been found, and she would have been guilty of perjury. She'd been like, no, I ain't let my daughter go out. Well, your mother was out doing her own thing, darling. That's why she just pushed you off on whoever she could push you off on. And speaking of pushing off, you know it's no secret, Disney. Because that's what the criminals try to do too. But we is not associating these issues, two separate issues and case studies. Try to push it. Disney was like, we don't want that. Like, we already be in hot water. You know what I'm saying? You know, Disney like, oh, we don't want that. Because mothers try to live vicariously through their child and their children. And when it fails, darling, if it doesn't fit it, you must acquit. Remember that glove? Yeah. You guys, this is, I think, and at first I was just I have done videos on this, and I was just like thinking, okay, so now that you told your story, he told his side, double jeopardy is non-existent, darling, even if you wanted to manifest it into your dreams, basically. Why are you coming out speaking? Because actually, you just like Charlamagne move on, and he probably get counseling for other stuff. Individuals who are in any given type of entertainment, it doesn't matter. You have individuals who are in certain type of professions that they want a therapist or whatever, because they see so much. They're traumatized or whatever. These are professionals. You know, I never had to sit up there in therapy and just be like, but I've listened to therapists talk and speak. But she tried to sit up there and throw in, why else would he need mental health? Why he always pushing mental health? Apparently, Charlamagne pushed mental health because he knows that it's very fucking important. And even if he's not able to articulate on the fucking Breakfast Club how important mental health is for black men and fucking women, basically, or whatever, when they do not have the necessary tools and or skills or functions to be able to, create positive coping mechanisms, sometimes individuals do have to go through therapy, whether they are rich and or poor, basically, darling. So for her to sit up there and use the claim and try to throw it in Charlamagne's face, that's what's the problem is with these black females. All right, they'll be like, oh, you a weak ass nigga. Oh, you ain't no strong man. Oh, this nigga done cried. Make it make sense and make your fucking mind up. Either you want black men to be able to express themselves, or you want black men to care about their mental health and their physical health. I'm talking about the clowns, like your little your commander is gone. Oh, excuse me. I make it make sense, y'all. Either they want black men to be open and they want them to share their feelings or whatever, but you a weak nigga now. Make it make sense. I told you to Jezebel. We don't say Jezebel spirit. Spirits don't have empathy nor sympathy. They don't give a fuck about black men nor women. She thought she was doing something to Charlamagne's wife. And if that's not the case, darling, tell yo whatever it is that you say that is the truth so we can tune in. Because Crowns and Tea podcast be rolling, bitch. We are not the fucking Breakfast Club. We are not syndicated, bitch. We say and we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. And we also try to understand and come to some type of median after hearing both sides. I've been heard both sides, but I'm still trying to dig and dive in into these YouTube streets to undig these. They probably erase their videos, y'all. But y'all know Charlamagne and DJ Academics, that video still floating around these YouTube streets. Even when I came across one video, she's cackling and laughing. You got a nigga in your ear. No, you got a black male in your ear. And he's like, tell her what to do. Was he there? Darling, baby, they trying to hit a get rich quick scheme. And that's why I tell these motherfuckers, LeBron James, I don't give a motherfuck. Excuse my language, y'all. I cuss like a sailor. Individuals better learn how to protect their assets, protect their brands, and fuck the feelings. Protect your residual income, protect that or whatever. And I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying these hoes and these stories, it don't add up. And Deshaun Watson, let's talk about it. We ain't gonna get back into it. Suspended for what? Like 11 or 30? He's suspended for a lot of games, y'all. Make it make sense. If I was his, where is your attorney, sir? You should be digging and uncovering all them interviews. Pushing off. You got a situation that individuals feel like he's telling, the boss pushing women off on. Baby, that should have been your cue to hire another fucking masseuse, darling. Where's your public relations team? Where are your managers? And where's your fucking spiritual God and your fucking handlers, Deshaun Watt? Make it make sense, y'all. Now, I'm finna get out of here. I want some seafood. Seafood, Mr. John Sally. I'm finna go and tune into that because John Sally, he's sitting up there putting out the Lolo on I like Michael Jordan's story, but they just keep talking about the Mike Bad. I was like, okay, shoot. I'm gonna pull up on stories. Yes, y'all, baby. I know I'm going around in circles, y'all, but at the end of the day, that's why I told my partners, it's like, you can come to the park. I don't want to be around them. Some of them are dirty dogs or whatever. But when they dirty dogs, they gonna be like, woof, woof. They gonna let you know that they're dogs. Now, real men, they know how to take no for answer or whatever, but my whole thing is, y'all let me know if individuals have sit up there and gave you consent to hang out with individuals who were older because you won or had a fit in. Then when they didn't want you to hang out with individuals who were at least 1 or 2 years older than you, they like, you better not hang around them because X, Y, and Z. And then people back off and you back off. You be like, okay, finna hang around because I don't, y'all, the shit is not adding up or whatever. We're still trying to see some West Side stories, some rumors and gossip reports. We're trying to see if I'm laughing, but I'm serious. We're trying to see if that's going to continue to float across the YouTube streets. This is my suggestion, even to YouTubers, y'all. Stop. What your heart beating for? Stop being with sue them. Cease and desist and sue. Cease, desist, sue. 3 words. Cease, desist, sue. Nah, I don't even know what y'all paying y'all attorneys for out there. And I would say Hollywood, but Hollywood know better. They have them hard hitting attorneys like we digging up everything. Now Bollywood, you better pay this shit up, pay the settlement for what my client is innocent. My client have already done his time. Not even in prison or jail, y'all. And I'm not discounting or trying to remove that anything happened but your mother consenting to whatever. And if you're smoking and you're getting high, y'all know that if individuals have sex with somebody and they not attracted to them, y'all know it makes them cringe and they'll still wipe off their bodies as if they were violated. Is that fair to men? Is it? I say it's not. Is it fair to men? I don't. Is it fair to men? Have y'all and guys have done the same thing? Be like, say, oh, the eyes. Well, it's not the eyes was dark. Had sex in the dark with somebody that they were not attracted to, but goddamn, you the only thing that's left after 2 a.m. And then, but the only difference between a man and a woman or a female and a male, people really scrub. I'll be like, oh my god, I cannot believe I did that. Oh my god, he's so ill. Keep the lights on. And really be scrubbing yourself like you have been violated. But individuals are not going to speak about that. And I would say something else or whatever, but I'm gonna leave that for a different topic of discussion or whatever. But let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. We're gonna continue to call bullshit on these West Side stories. Why we're gonna also make the questions, why does it matter 20 plus years later, darling? Are you expecting some type of payout that you're never gonna get, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never? You're expecting some type of payout. Oh, it'll be embarrassing to the Breakfast Club or it'll be embarrassing to individuals if I come out and, oh, here, girl, please shut up. That's how they used to do back in the day to Bollywood, baby. Baby, this is a new generation and individuals should not be afraid. I don't even, people have some weird ass fetishes that I don't agree with. However, comma, when you have two individuals who consent or your parents give consent for you to hang out with individuals, we don't want to hear it. At least I don't want to hear it, basically. So maybe you should move on. And maybe perhaps you need counseling. But since you cannot move on with y'all, you heard that song, moving on, moving on, I'm moving. I would say, but I, know how to write. I don't know how to sing. Darlings, like that make it horrible for individuals. And you know the part that pisses me off the most or whatever? Individuals who are like 18 and 17, and let's say that they're not really sexually assaulted or molested, and they just feel greasy about having sex with someone that they're not physically nor emotionally attracted to, whatever. They would try to correlate that. They'll try to correlate that to children who are not able to speak for themselves, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, people who are real minors. They're trying to equate. Those are two different type of clusters and situations, darlings. And that's why you have clusters, categories, statutory rape, which I don't see that in the reports. I didn't see the reports, but I just went about both of the horses' mouth. That's why I'm not pulling no papers. Statutory rape, molestation, pedophilia, serial rapist. You got 4 categories. You might have more. I'm dealing with 4 because I don't have time for the rest of the bullshit. Statutory rape, pedophiles, rapists, and serial. What I'm doing? Statutory rape, pedophilia, rapists, serial rapists. Give me a second, y'all. And molesters, pedophile, rapists, pedophilia, or pedophile, or pedophilia, rapists, child molesters, and statutory rape. So she just came out the horse's mouth. She said that her mother moved. I said she fled. Because if she really wanted her daughter's best interest or whatever, she would have stuck around and she would have testified basically. Instead, she took the easy route out because she would have to get on the stand basically, and she didn't want to do that. And she left that small town like that because perhaps she didn't want to be embarrassed and perhaps the skeletons in her closet would have come out, basically. Y'all notice that when individuals are telling their story, they're not going to tell the good, bad, ugly, and all the truth and nothing but the truth. Well, this is a classic case study of that. Once again, I don't fuck with Charlemagne like that, whatever. I've never met the guy. But when it comes to individuals being on the outside looking in and we're listening to what she's saying, it's not like, and this is not the first time we're listening to what she's saying. There's no need to purchase a documentary, darling, or whatever, because it just seems like it's a get rich quick scheme, basically. And like I said, if Charlemagne had not been married, and if and what he's going to counseling for is probably totally something. It's probably totally different. He's probably trying to still get used to fame or what. Some people are not used to that at all, darling. Even your celebrities, even your favorites, favorites, not favorites, favorites, y'all. Need balance, favorites. Let me know what you guys think. If you have come across any more exclusive, drop the link in the comments. I was about to say drop the link in the description. Drop the link down below in the comment section or whatever, because you know we be on Blue Clues Patrol. We like some. I will play the Pink Panther music. I ain't got it set up. I need a sound effect machine. Cash App, envy me greatly. You already know what it is. Thank you for tuning into exclusive edition behind the scenes of Crowns and Tea with your favorite mean girl, your fabulous, most sweetest tech princess, envy me greatly. Probably suspended and permanently banned from Twitter. Now I got a jet, baby. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So when I take off all my clothes, baby, it's getting so hot in these YouTube streets. Why people probably like the popcorn to grab your snacks and come on back, darlings. You did. Y'all, when I say we about to be, if some we see some more stuff surface, we finna be all over this story like white on rice or whatever. And this lessons are blessings. When individuals are spreading serious disinformation about you, when individuals are targeting you, when individuals are doxing you for no given reason for the season, darlings, when individuals are spreading some things that could just seriously hurt your brand, darling. Look, don't be afraid to cease, desist, and sue. You heard me. We the people. Y'all thought that was just for Congress. We the people are the strongest three words, the loudest three words that you'll ever hear echo across the United States of America. You heard me. And now I got a jet. Bye.